Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to A Common Touch of Fantasy. My name is Paul, and today is day 2, August 19th, 2017, and today we are going to be talking about Reversion by Nin Harris. My first thoughts on You by Carolyn Kepnes. A few things about comic books, and a wonderful question from one of my watchers. So let's get right to it. First with some news. Big news here. N.K. Jemisin's new trilogy is going to be a contemporary fantasy trilogy based off of the short stories she wrote. The City Born Great. That was a Tor short story last year. I'll put a link in the description box below in case you want to read that. Basically, this is going to be a trilogy where a group of people embody the spirit of New York. Individuals can connect to these cities in a way that allows them to manipulate the area and to feel everything that the city is feeling. Basically, it's a very interesting short story, and they're basically going to fight Cthulhu. It is like a contemporary fantasy, Lovecraftian in theme, and it should be really great. She really makes sure that people know that she is not a Lovecraft fan whatsoever, and she's looking forward to writing this. I'm looking forward to possibly reading it as well. I'm not sure how The City Born Great expanded into a trilogy really will be, but it probably will be great knowing her. Alright, so let's go to the short stories. As you know, I've been reading Clarkesworld 131. Feel free to join me in this read. The review today is Reversion by Nin Harris. Now, Nin Harris writes this story about a young woman that left her home planet to live on a different species planet. And while she is there, she falls in love, and she changes her body's chemistry, her body's physiology, so that she can live this life with this individual she falls in love with. And she ends up being able to swim in the ocean with gills and different things like that. And the person that she loves has all these tentacles and things like that. But then she is called home by her family. And when she gets home, they're trying to change her back to the way she was. And they try to basically do a reversion therapy on her. And I thought this was a really good story. I thought the themes of this were fantastic about, doing what you want, being who you are, and living your life and things of that nature. I thought this was really good. I definitely recommend that people check this one out. It's Reversion by Nin Harris, and it's from Clarkesworld 131. The short story for Monday will be The Stone Weta by Octavia Cade. So if you would like to read ahead, read that, so that when I talk about it on Monday, you can give me your thoughts in the comments below. So, yeah. So far, the Nin Harris story is my favorite one so far. Alright, moving right along here. My initial thoughts on You by Carolyn Kepnes. It's okay so far. It is creepy, but it's more annoying at times than creepy for me. His ability to use the girl that he's stalking, her social media, is really scary. It makes me rethink what I put on social media. So I don't know about it so far. At this point, I'm 70 pages in. I could probably take it or leave it. If I stopped reading it, I probably wouldn't care. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably at least give it to the halfway point, because I like to give books to the halfway point. And we'll see what happens. If it just kind of goes down what I think's going to happen, where he kidnaps her and puts her in that cage in the bottom of the bookstore, I don't know. I don't know if I'll continue to read it. So we'll see. Next, comic books. I read Action Comics 983. This is Revenge Part 5. And basically, Superman and his friends are fighting some of his terrible villains. So we got Mogul, Zod, the Bionic Superman, and there's Eradicator, some green dude. Superman is joined with Supergirl, Lex. Spoilers, Lex is like a super guy right now. The steel metal guy, Superwoman, and the Chinese Superman. And they fight to protect Superman because right now Superman is actually blind. He got blinded. And what happens is like a pretty epic fight. This is probably my favorite page. This is like one of the parts where they're fighting. And they kind of split up and fight their own villain. And it was a good read. And the ending was strong. And I'm hoping that the next issue will be even stronger. The art was by Bogdanik, Victor Bogdanovic, and Jonathan Glapian, and the writer is Dan Jurgens. Usually the artist is someone different. It's usually Gleason, and I miss his art in this issue, but it was still good. On Monday, I will be reading Superman number 26. Look at that cover. So good. So good. Gleason does these. And also Skyborn issue number 4 from Boom Comics. Finally, this came out a couple months ago. Been waiting for ever. This week's winners for books were Down Among the Sticks and Bones and The Last Witness by KJ Parker. I'll be reading these next week. If you would like to read them as well so that we can talk about them in the comments, you are welcome to do so. Thank you to everyone that voted on Twitter or mentioned below which one I should read. So I got a question yesterday. The question was from Linton, a wonderful follower that has been following me for a long time. A more personal question: what are your thoughts on if university is something that is worth going to anymore, even in terms of just having a happy life? At this point, it would cost around £20,000 per year in loans. Wow. To attend, which will keep on rising. After I got my results yesterday, I've been thinking over this so much. What do you think? Obviously, this is something you need to talk to your parents and talk to your family about and make a really informed decision. I think that going to college, going to university is worth it. I had great experiences at my university. I have a large debt as well, but I'm paying it off. But I loved the experience of university life. I grew as a person. I grew as an intellectual human being. And I think it will open up opportunities for you later in life, even if things don't work out with like your dream job. Having a degree will always open up possibilities in the future that not having that degree, it wouldn't happen. There's so many people that have applied for jobs, and if they would have had a degree, they would have gotten that job, and that is really important. But don't belittle or look down to trade jobs. Like if you have a trade that is interesting to you, go to trade school and do that, and just make the best decision for your life. If you have to take a year off and work at like a restaurant or something just for you to figure out what really you want to do in life, do that. It's not a big deal. A lot of people give individuals a hard time for taking a year off after high school before college. I think it's a great way for people to figure out like what they're interested in and what they want to do. And in the end, though, it's really your responsibility to inform yourself. Even if you don't go to university, life is all about learning and becoming a better person and figuring things out. So do that even if you're not in school, because that is what's going to motivate you in the future, even when you get out of school, if you go to school. So thank you so much for the question, Linton. Good luck to you. Let me know what you decide in the future. But I'm a big fan of school. I'm a big fan of university. Even if the debt is ginormous, I still think it's a great way to open up opportunities for you in the future. If you have a question for me, personal, book related, or a discussion topic, let me know and I'll answer it on Monday. I'll pick one of them and answer it on Monday. So thank you guys for watching today. I will see you Monday morning for another video. Hopefully you gets a lot better, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'm looking forward to reading Down Among the Sticks and Bones next week. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.